Oh man, Colossus is a Cyclops. What we are working on is putting some sparkle in her smile. I want to replace these, which are a GE 24 volt sealed beam military headlamp. February 14. Oh, Valentine's Day 2012. Look at that. I'll give it to the wife. And I want to replace it with these. And these are a 12 through 28 volt, 24 volt LED headlight, high-low beam with eyebrow turn signals. I kind of honestly say I want to hook those up, but it'll mean punching holes. I don't like drilling holes in things. So on low beam, she lights these across the middle, and it's kind of a narrow band, reaches out there lightsaber-like. And then on high beam, it just vomits, and it all comes on. Considering I don't have a daytime running light plug, I don't know what they are. My guess is these are all just the amber. That's what that green one is. If you hook up that green one to your turn signal, then it'll flash here and here. And I do kind of want to hook that up, like I said. But yeah, low is this beam, high is all of it, and then if you want, you can make her blink in the amber. So on this plug right here, you should know that black is your ground, that blue is your low beam, and that the brown is your high. So ground, low, high, turn signal. On the truck, high beam is 17, low beam is 18, and your ground is 91. And since these are labeled, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't reuse them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop all these off. I'm going to pop that plug off, and we'll get to some splicing. And we'll sort of think about, yeah, look at that cheap Chinese light. Quality. That's genuine glow juice that's gotten inside of there. I'm replacing everything with LED, including the dash lights. I got those coming. I hope I don't have to modify anything, but look for those. I mean, obviously these are just get the 12 to 24 volt bulbs and pop them in there. Bob's your uncle. Same with the side marker lights. That's not complicated, but tracking down ones that might fit in the dash. And that took a little doing. High, low, ground. High, low, ground. Eyebrow, turn signal. Well, I don't think we have any choice now. I'm going to have to start stripping. Sorry, Mom. Alright, we're out here with my buddy. Say hi, buddy.
Hi.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to nip these off. I'm going to take the wire tags, might as well keep those. I don't have an endless amount of room in that bucket, so I don't want a whole bunch. Just a nice reasonable length. We're going to do the same thing with this. You could, if you wanted to, put spade clips on there and plug them onto this, but I don't really see a purpose or a reason. She's either going to chooch or not chooch, so let's just take them off. Alright, so we know that low is 18 and blue. So 18 and blue are the two that we want to go together. But before we do that, let's get ourselves a little bit of shrink wrap, because I'm going to make solder connections. I don't want anything coming loose and shorting out inside the bucket. I don't quite have enough room to do a full lineman splice, but That is some pretty serious overkill. Nice. Oh, so I understand what you say when you say butterflies. You were saying like butterfly keys.
I'm going to start doing for myself. What are you trying to do, Dad?
I am applying shrink tape. This, when I get hot, shrinks up. And so what this will do is this will protect my wires so that they can't short out. Alright, there we are. Again, a full lineman's slice would be looped around and then twisted 3 times and then soldered to give it full strength, and if they're ever being pulled on. But I have no intention of running these in some sort of trapeze act, so I think we're going to be okay. Now let's double check that we haven't screwed it up. Brown should be high beam, and high beam should be 17. So brown, 17. Low is 18, and low should be blue. 18 is blue, and the ground is black and black, which is 91. We're good to go. Let's go put this back in the truck and see how we do. The problem I'm having is that these lights here are slightly thicker. Now, I do like that they are tabbed and that the tabs properly fit. Okay, but it's like yeah, it's like this distance is just, they're just thicker. They're slightly thicker, and because they're slightly thicker, I can only get one screw to start. So I'm gonna have to think about a solution there. I believe it's hitting on that lip, so it might be possible to grind that out. Yeah, but how would I keep it round? I don't want it to look like crap. Longer screws? Well, that might be a solution. I think they're just a 1/4 20. I mean, these are all contained, and that's cool and all. So maybe I can do that. Let me think for a bit. I'll tell you what I come up with. Alright, this is what I'm using. These are 1-inch Allen headed cap screws, and I have pulled the factory straight blades out, and then I drilled the holes out to 1/4 inch. Basically punched through their threads there. And this will give me a long enough bolt to hit, and they should look pretty professional. So if you're going to do this, you need to buy some 1/4 inch, 1/4 20, I don't know. You can use an Allen cap screw or a stainless. But this should help get it in there. These will be long enough now. The other bolts would have been long enough too, except they didn't have threads until down here. And then, you know, this big long tit to help you start it, which could be a problem here in a bit, but we'll find out. Let's put her eye back in. Don't look too bad. It indexed properly. You know, the lights have got tabs, and one goes in one way. So I guess there's a top and a bottom, makes sense. But it indexed properly. And this is a little brighter. It's a little darker. But yeah, shall we see what they look like and compare them when they're on? Oh, there is a clear brightness difference. Now, I don't think my batteries are dead. I've had them plugged in. Alright, so now you're aimed about head high, and I'm stooping down, so it's maybe aimed at 3 feet, however far I am from the truck. And this one, dang, maybe my batteries are dead. That'll suck. I've had them on the charger essentially all winter, so if they're having problems, now the charger's plugged in. I don't know. I don't see a difference. Ah, crap. Well, let's go flip the high beams on. I've suspected for a while my headlights have been aimed too low, which hasn't helped, but dang. The difference there is pretty striking. I don't know what the voltage is on the batteries because I only got like 3 dash lights that are working. Man, it's not enough. Heck, even when they are working, it wasn't enough to read it in the dark, to be honest with you. But that is brighter than she was. No doubt. Nice crisp white light. Nice. Ooh. Crisp white light. Maybe I'll see. Yeah. So there you can see that all the LEDs are lit, top and bottom. I do worry a bit about how long the acrylic lenses will last. Wish they were glass. I suppose that's the difference between buying the $200 a piece military LEDs and retrofitting the $100 for both. But yeah, that would be the little turn signals. I don't have them hooked up. I just put the bucket back in, which is my way of saying that I'm it's very unlikely I'll ever hook them up. But you could, and they'd be pretty, I think. It'd be really pretty. Pretty cool. Alright. Let me get the other one in. And we'll do a final comparison. You know, I've got lots of video off the driving cameras. So, you know, this summer at night I should be able to do a really clear-cut side-by-side comparison of brightness. But I'm not sure we have to. I am not sure we have to. I think it's very apparent that we're getting quite a bit more out of it. Very apparent. Oh, and it's really bright, yeah, so I'm still hitting about 3 feet. It's hitting, I don't know, a little above my belly button. Can you see the difference? Nice, huh? So let's get the other one swapped. I've always had trouble getting these lenses to center. I mean, I only had to change 2 on the 3 trucks over the years, so it's not like I've done it a million times. But I've fought every time with these and with the glass ones. I mean, the tabs clip into place, but then it's like they want to move around, and you sort of have to finesse the ring in 3 dimensions to get it down there. But I can already tell you right now, that's a whale of a difference compared to what it was. A whale of a difference. You know, originally I wasn't going to worry about it because I don't hardly ever drive it at night. But then we started doing that ghost tour, and with the ghost tours, obviously I drive it at night all the time, and so, you know, we'd get 2 hours of nighttime driving twice a week, sometimes more if we're enjoying a good summer tourist weekend. You know, I'll run the ghost tours throughout the week, but usually it's just Friday, Saturday. But still, it's 2 hours at night, and it was becoming a real pain in the ass. So I like this. These are bright. I might have to readjust them, but they are definitely bright. And I like the fact that I'm not drawing nearly as much power, because my lights are always on. And I got the big amplifier PA system. That's pulling power. I like that these aren't pulling hardly any power at all. That's part of why I want to swap. I want to swap everything over. I want to swap everything over to the LEDs, because there's a lot of situations where I would like to turn my lights on without starting the truck and leave them on for quite a bit of time, giving tours or talking to somebody or just helping people get in and out of their cars so I don't get sued when somebody trips. I like this. Those are low beams.
High beams. It goes all the way to that brown house over there.
High beams, it illuminates the brown house over there.
That goes pretty far for high beams.
It sure does. It's worth pointing out that these say on the box that they are not DOT approved. Yeah, they also say, however, that they're not too bright. So they don't exceed, I mean, maybe the rules are different where you live, but they do not exceed the low beam, high beam limits for the state of Montana. And they are a low beam, high beam light. And I just, yeah, you know, keep them adjusted, keep them out of people's eyes, and you should be fine. If you got a DOT officer and he's checking to see that your serial number of your headlights is approved, he was going to get you for something anyways. So, that's fine. I like. Very happy with this. Very, very happy with this. I mean, I'll let you know what happens long term. But I'm very happy with this. This is something I should have done a couple of years ago. But then a couple of years ago, those didn't exist. A couple of years ago, those weren't around. You would have had to have done the I think at the time they were $500 for a set of military LEDs. I like this. And like I said, I'm swapping the whole truck. Everything. Every bulb's going to be LED. Except the pyrometer. That's going to be whatever's in the pyrometer. But everything else is going to be LED. And I'll let you know how much I like it. These things do occasionally short out a headlight switch and burn out, just like everything else. I had to replace the switch in that truck because it shorted out, and the gray Dodge that came before it. So, you look pretty cool in the snow, Shay. It's just your outline and the snow drifting around. Pretty cool. Thanks for watching.